after a 2-1 win over Stallion Laguna FC in the first leg of their semifinals. Kaya FC-Iloilo would like to think that they are just one step away from the final of the year-ending Copa Paulino Alcantara 2023. But of course, for the Horsemen from Laguna, it is a realistic match to tie and try to extend to an extra time or even a shootout. We'll never know what happens until kickoff happens. On that note, mabuhay Pilipinas, and we welcome you to leg number 2 of the semifinals of your Copa Paulino Alcantara 2023. The match at hand, it's Stallion Laguna FC trying to fight for their lives against Kaya FC-Iloilo. And of course, the aggregate score is 2-1 in favor of the men from Iloilo. We'll take a look at the playoff picture in just a short while. Levi Verona on the call. And live po tayo mula dito sa Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Ito na nga, sa bandang kaliwang dako ng inyong mga screens, it's Kaya and Stallion. Lamang ang Kaya sa aggregate score so far. 2-1 is the score. Sa kabilang dako naman, of course, Davao Aguilas surprisingly ahead 1-0 over Cebu. And match number 2 of that semifinal will unfold at 7 p.m. But first things first, of course, Stallion trying to stay alive, trying to extend this match like what we mentioned as we take a look at the starting 11 for both sides. Unahin na natin ang Stallion Laguna FC. Not much changes for them. Of course, you still have the keeper. It's Jason Pipito. The captain is Matthew Neras. Then elsewhere, it's the familiar 4-3-3 for them. You've got the defenders in Jordan Jarvis and Abe Placito. You have, of course, the forwards, Finn McDaniel, who has 6 goals across his name. And, of course, Yuta Nomura as well. And kabilang dako, it's Juan Galeana Trujillo, who try to piece together the pieces of the puzzle and try to make it work here for Coach Ernie Nieras. And our man to watch, of course, for Stallion, nabanggit na natin, Finn McDaniel has 6 goals so far in this cup. Also scored against Terengganu FC at the road, a Malaysian club, of course, in the AFC Cup. Sayang yun, of course, they had Finn McDaniel and Junior Sam, their guest player, score in a 2-2 draw in that AFC Cup tie. And now let's proceed to Kaya FC Iloilo. Again, the pressure is on them to close things out. It's a 2-1 lead for them. And gusto nilang dagdagan for this contest. Camerad will be the shot stopper, and elsewhere, of course, the three-headed dragon of Abu C, Daiso Rikoshi, and Harvey Gayoso. Plenty of support from the middle, and at the back, the veteran Audi Menzi, alongside Marco Casambre and Akito Saito. Of course, you're familiar with the 4-1-4-1 from Coach Yu Hoshide, but ever since Colum Curtis took over, especially for the AFC Champions League, it's the 4-3-3 for Kaya, more textbook approach for the reigning league champions of the local, the domestic club football scene. And of course, the man to watch is player number 16. It's Justin Bass, who scored in that 2-1 win over Stallion. There he is. He's also one of the top scorers of the tournament so far. 6 goals across his name, just behind Abu C, who has 10. And of course, Nomura has 8 for Stallion. And so it is Stallion Laguna FC trying to keep it alive here against Kaya FC Iloilo, who's trying to inch closer to their major piece of silverware to end this year. And we will have the official march in and the handshake when we return. This is Copa Paulino Alcantara 2023 semifinals, leg 2. As we take a look at the official player march in here for Kaya FC Iloilo and Stallion Laguna FC. Stallion in their familiar hot pink and white, in contrast ito naman Kaya nakaitim with their red lettering. Very recognizable kits of choice for both squads. And again, pressure is for Stallion to try and score one quickly and try to extend this. The aggregate score is 2-1. Lamang po ang Kaya, and they are on your screens. The black kits with the trim on the shoulders, the familiar red, yellow, and green stripes for them, and that is Stallion Laguna FC. They will just need to score one. It's very doable, very realistic for them. And it's good of Yuta Nomura to, of course, score a late goal. Nakabawi ng isa doon sa kanilang unang semi-final showdown. Lamang ang Kaya 2-0. Nano Amita opening with the goal in the 58th, and Justin Bass adding another one in the 62nd. Span of 5 minutes. Pero nakikita natin right now the captains, of course, Odi Menzi on the right and Matthew Neras on the left. Our top official is Clifford Daipuyat, assisted by Chris Mark Nanyola and Relly Balila. The fourth official is John Mike Basinang. Your match commissioner is Joseph Jensaya. And as we mentioned, Kaya, after a 2-0 advantage in that first leg, nakabawi si Yuta Nomura, scored 1 para maging 2-1 ang final score after the first 90 minutes. And we have 90 more minutes to play, of course. And it's all going to happen in just a short while. But before that, you can see on your screens, bumibilog ang mga player ng Kaya at ng Stallion. And this gives us the time properly, of course, appropriately, to say our condolences, our thoughts and prayers to the family of Balot Doktora, who's, of course, ang minamahal nila ay namayapa. We would like to, of course, extend our deepest sympathies and prayers as the players now head into this moment of silence once again sa namayapa pong ama ni Balot Doktora Jr. And of course to Balot, who has been part of Stallion for a long time. Di po namin kayo pababayaan o nalilimutan rito. We would like to, of course, at the very least, commemorate the life of your beloved father, and also to your family, our sincerest condolences. And now Stallion and Kaya will make their way to their formations as we approach kick-off time once again. Stallion down by just 1 goal. All they need to do is score. For Kaya, if they score here, that will add a lot of pressure for Stallion. They cannot be satisfied, of course, with the 2-1 score line. Now, it has been a very busy month for these two. Kaya, of course, in the AFC Champions League, and Stallion in the AFC Cup. But for now, it is the game that's right in front of them. And looks like it is Abu C to kick us all off. And here we go. Kaya in black playing from right to left. Bas to Sendra and quickly to Diano. Again, Kaya playing 3-4-3 here. A bit more compact in the middle. We're used to seeing them play 4-1-4-1, of course, under Yu Hoshide. But Colum Curtis has been manning the technical area for the AFC Champions League. Quincy Camerad gets his first touch as we have elapsed 30 seconds here in this contest. C, using his head, targets Horikoshi, but that ball sails out. An interesting contrast here as well. Yung mga nasa harap ng Kaya, Horikoshi, C, Gayoso from the right side. Ang makakatapat nila, of course, the likes of Koichi Belgira, Jordan Jarvis, Abe Placito. Yung dalawang center back para sa Stallion. You also have Matt Nieras. So yung tapatan dito for both Stallion and Kaya. We've seen that in the first 90 minutes a few weeks ago. Sendra once again surveys the field. Kaya can afford to be a little bit more patient here given that they have the 2-1 cushion. And it's just a matter of timing. They know how to score. They know how to get that ball in scoring opportunities. Nieras quickly to dispossess Daiso. And the first whistle of the match.